decks, so I don't know how updated this list is and or isn't. It was just requested, so I'm basically playing it blind without any research since they specifically asked for this version. From what I do know of the deck, though, I thought they relied more on Tireless Tracker, so it only having two is a little weird to me. And there's no surgical extractions or ley lines, and I feel like we're in a graveyard heavy format at the moment. So that's probably been updated, need to be updated as well. But like I said, we have the two Scavenging Oozes and the one Nihil Spell Bomb and some Grafdigger's Cages. Maybe that's enough. Maybe I'm just overlooking it, but feels like it's easy to play around the artifacts these days. I know there's 5 of them, so maybe it's not that easy to play around, but I played quite a bit of the Phoenix deck, and with Ancient Grudges and stuff, it's honestly just felt like these cards haven't felt relevant versus me, but like I said, that's from the other side of the match. Maybe I'm just wrong. Feeling a little rough tonight, so if the stream ends abruptly, I highly apologize. Ooh, we got the cool art of Treetop Village. That's sweet. Just looking at the arts that Mana Traders gave us. How dare Mana Traders give us white bordered cards? Obviously a joke. Hmm. Being a minute in queue in Modern's pretty uncommon. These usually fire a lot faster, but a minute's not that bad of a wait time. Alright. And we're off. I guess this is a keep. We have no discard spells, we have no interaction, but... Well, other than this thing, but... This is kind of a cantrip. Ooh. The last 2 times I've got paired versus Eldrazi Temple decks, they've just had Temple on 1, Temple on 2, and Fault Not Seer and the Fault Not Seer. So let's hope they don't draw that. Actually, I need to draw a land, so I'll probably go ahead and use the Spell Bomb now. Don't think the graveyard's that relevant here anyway. And we still didn't hit a land. So I'm just going to play one of these. They kind of probably will take Maelstrom Pulse of the... Oh, wow. That was brutal. Brutal. We're probably going to take a Pulse of the first one. Could take a False Seize even, but... Not hitting the third land was a dagger. Right on time, third land. So they have 3 cards. That means they have these 3. They'll obviously take the Pulse this time. Oh, I think we're dead now. I think if we did a removal spell that turn, we had a chance, but... Oh, never mind. They just literally drew back-to-back dismembers. I don't think there's a second pulse in this deck. It'd be a pleasant surprise if they are one. There's usually not. I'd probably Chalice on... Just not playing Chalice, which is weird to me. Well, I'm going to go ahead and use this main phase. Because maybe we'll hit a land. Why are they tapping lands? Seems like a horrible time to use this. Well, I guess we're going to tap this for black then. Alright, and now we're dead. Yeah, like I said, I've not really memorized this list yet. Sweet, we do have two. Like I said, it'd be a welcome surprise if there's another. No, definitely not memorize this list. This card doesn't seem useful here. Guess this card seems okay. Being able to block seems okay. I don't think any of this other stuff does too much. There's no collective brutalities in our main deck. I'm just now noticing that. I don't know how good Fulminator mages are. They kill Temple, but that's really about it. By the way, hello, Chef. Thank you for stopping by. I got crushed by this deck last night too when I was playing Is It Phoenix. I don't think it's a popular deck. I guess we keep. A much better hand this game. There's enough fetch lands that I don't mind to waste a Marsh Flats on turn one. The Flash Elder Deep Fiend is brutal. Oh gosh. No, not a Cavern of Souls. I called this Cavern of Souls, but it's definitely Gemstone Cavern. I got one of the words right. Getting one of the words right is half the battle. They don't have a... I'm not trying to say they don't have a math words. What are words? They don't have an Eldrazi temple. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just kind of cool. Go ahead and get rid of their land. Try to stop them from playing a Reality Smasher this turn. I don't think I want to trade. We didn't get the good Bob art. We got the the guy who looks like they should be in a boy band. Wow, their hand's not the greatest. You don't have enough. You need one more, I think. Could Could be wrong about that. Maybe they don't need one more. I think it takes 7, but... Wonder if they didn't have a player, they just did bad math. Probably gonna go ahead and pulse that. They're not playing spells, keeping them off mana seems fine. And this pumps our Goyf twice as well. Just put the pressure on and try to get the game over with before they draw out of it, because they do have a lot of powerful draws in their deck. Yeah. Well, that game was about as lopsided as game 1. I do feel that they're a little bit favored, but... Kitchen thinks isn't particularly good. I was just thinking it can block twice. Prevent some damage. I don't think our sideboard's very well set up here. This isn't a popular match that we're paired versus, so... Can we do it on the draw? Sounds pretty reasonable. That has the tempo of this game. That's going to make things a lot harder. What do they have? They have the big dog, which is super hard to beat. And then they have the little dog, which isn't easy to beat. I think I gotta take the big dog. It's further away, but it's just so much harder to beat than this other stuff. This could have been a mulligan. I'm gonna take the 3 damage. Actually, I'm not gonna take the 3 damage. I'm just gonna pop the thing. I don't know what I'm really hoping for here. Because I kind of don't want them to get a land, and I definitely don't want to see a 5-drop. Well, this kind of sucks, but... So, goodbye Dark Confidant. Need to top deck Liliana. Can't play the Liliana this turn because of that, though, so... But it gives us a clean answer to that, that's why I wanted it. Yeah, well, things are looking a little bit better this game. We know one of the 3 cards in their hands kind of irrelevant. Just need them not to have another Reality Smasher and we're Gucci. Another Reality Smasher. That is not what the doctor ordered. Not, I say. Okay. So when I cast this, I have to discard something. Oh my god, no. No. What a great draw. Hum. Alright, well, we'll pay one. We know the last card in their hand does nothing. We're getting ready to discard it anyway. We'll play this to try to protect the Liliana. And then we'll pump that up. This doesn't have flying or anything, so as long as they don't hit another Reality Smasher, we get to at least block and then try to kill that. Which is our best case scenario here, I think. They hit another good one. Oh, they hit basically the best one. We don't have enough mana to double block that. Alright, well, we're playing off the top of our deck, but we still have a chance. It doesn't go to the exile, which is kind of cool in this spot. We need them to brick on a turn and us to hit on a turn, then we're back in. I don't necessarily know if we've done anything wrong. I think a Tarmogoyf's big enough to just block. And we're dead. They hit the third Deep Fiend. They tap our stuff. We can't block, and the game's over. Like I said earlier, Deep Fiend's one of the hardest ones to kill or beat. Like it's almost impossible for us to beat, which is why we chose this in the early game. Starting off with our usual 0-1. Almost always lose round 1. I don't know if we could have done anything differently in any of those games. Play first. This hand's a keep. I guess I'm going to start by getting a swamp and casting Inquisition because our life total may matter. Could be paired versus burn or something. Elves. Well, our hand's very bad versus an elf deck. Their hand's insane. What the hell do I take? I can't beat any of this stuff. Guess I need to take these 3 cards, so I guess I'll take this one. We don't have any sweepers in our sideboard of this version, do we? Oh, we have EE, which is kind of a sweeper. Black. Position them. What did they draw? They drew another Archdruid, which is a card we can't really beat. We also can't beat the Lead the Stampede, though. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Guess I just have to hope I draw a removal spell? I was kind of hoping they'd brick at least one turn. They did not. They literally drew the 2 cards we took. In consecutive turns. And they hit the 4. I do not think this game is winnable at any point now. I don't even think it matters what we draw. I legitimately don't think it matters what we draw. I think we could stack our deck and lose this game from here. But we'll keep fighting and hope I'm wrong. Well, if they make plays at random, we might be able to win. I don't even know if we can win if they make plays at random. It currently seems like they're making plays at random, though. This is 2 or less, unless I have a thing. Could attack and try to clear the board, but I don't think that's very good. Kind of need this. Liliana gets so much worse past this turn. Alright, I have to kill this turn, I think. Stop on my opponent's turn. Oh, shit. Well, that was a punt. Apparently I clicked stop on my own turn instead of opponent's turn. Alright, well, I'm bad. They're going to get to cast 2 more mana worth of spells because of that error. JK. So, guess that means they drew Coco? Huh? No, they didn't draw Coco. I don't know what just happened. We punted and they punted back, which was kind of weird. Still don't really think it matters. It's going pretty good, tacos. We're getting crushed. So we get our sideboard again. We get to bring in the Liliana. We get to bring in these cards and the EE. Well, that's not what we wanted. Everything's a thing in Modern, man. Nobody ever stops playing their pet decks in Modern. Well, we have a blocker. They still have 4 cards in hand. It's actually a really nice one. Our sideboard game might be a little bit better. Get to bring in all of these 6 cards. Probably take out some things like Assassin's Trophy. Maybe some discard spells. I don't think discard spells are really good here. So we get to bring in 7 spells, don't we? No, it's just 6. Hey Sean, what's up? Alright, well, I don't really want to block, but my life total's so low that I don't think I have a choice. Literally dead on board to the next attack. Let's see. Block. If I take the Liliana up, I have to get rid of this. I think I'd rather just have a double blocker for the following turn. Oh, well, we're not dead. Oh, no, we are dead. We are dead. Miscounted and thought we were alive for a second, but I think we died to Exaxes. Let's cast our spells because it's fun. And then we're going to take... No, we're just taking 5, right? No, we're taking 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Well. Don't need you, don't need you. You could arguably bring in Grafdigger's Cage to be Collected Company as well, but I'm not going to. Don't think you get... Wait, it's not you. It's Assassin's Trophy I don't want. Ooh, we're getting smashed here. Is this hand even keepable? I don't think you can mulligan it. This Engineer Explosives is going to have to put in some heavy lifting if we're going to do anything with this hand, though. Our mana's awkward, too, because we have to play the Blooming Marsh next turn. Or... we should play the Blooming Marsh next turn. Ooh. A card I considered sideboarding out, drawing 2 of, isn't that great. It's kind of weird that they're continuing to play 1-drops with the explosives already in play. Guess they want to force me to blow it so that they can just play more 1-drops? I don't know. I guess I have to blow it. Can't really let them Coco. Play you because of the Lilianas. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll just play a 3-drop here. Seemed to be the play he wanted to make last game. Hey, Anarith, thank you for the 17th month in a row subscription. Appreciate it. That's not a very good sign. If they're playing this on 3, that really just means that their hand's full of like Cocos and things. And that's going to be difficult to beat. Highly appreciate it though. Or I could be wrong. Maybe it's just full of lands and bad spells. Lands and bad spells it is. This game's going much better than expected with our opening hand. Luckily, our elf opponent drew at least 5 lands, maybe 6. See who they attacked before I decide whether I'm going to Abrupt Decay. I'll definitely protect Liliana. I was probably going to Abrupt Decay no matter what, but I wanted to give myself the option. In Liliana's we trust. Maybe this card's better than I thought it was. So get rid of Inquisitions. I don't think Inquisitions are particularly good here. Lead to Stampede's the only card I super want to get. I feel like I'm always trying to Fatal. Well, I don't know. Turn 1 interactions stops their best draws. Yeah, so far we've easily won both game 2s and easily lost both game 1s and both game 3s. Alright. We keep. Maybe I could have Catacombs there, but probably just going to discard the Catacombs. Yeah, I'm just going to discard the Catacombs. So we're going to escalate here. And see if we can get a Coco or a Lead to Stampede. They have both. Well, crap. Lead to Stampede's probably going to give them more things. But Coco puts them directly into play. I'm going to take the Lead to Stampede and probably be very wrong. Of course I killed the one creature that I shouldn't kill. Killing any of these other creatures is better than this. But it was a stone guess. You know they have 4 of this one. So, like, leaving this one alive is relevant. And this one does some damage to them. If we draw a engineered explosives, we will dance like there's some tomorrows. Right on time. I'll take the only card we can take here. And then I guess we need to kill a mana producer. Alright, so they have Coco in hand. JK, no Coco. Well, this is unfortunate. The card is not bad, actually. I think I'd rather play it than a removal spell. It's kind of a removal spell that gains me life. Alright, if they brick on this Coco, we're in good shape. I feel like just saying derp after I make a comment like that. We got to play Magic this game, though. Decisions were made. If they brick on this Coco, I'd be shocked. That's a pretty good one. That's kind of a brick. It doesn't do anything. It's a 4/3. Let's take a random creature out of their graveyard now, because F6 is the best. Alright, can they draw a couple of lands now? Land into Kalidas would be the best thing we could draw, I think. Maybe an engineered explosives as well to kill these two. I assume they're gonna. I figured they would all out attack. I mean, if they have a use for this mana. They can't have a use for this mana because they have this. Just playing it a little safer, I guess. Alright. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And we're going to block this one over here because an engineered explosive still cleans those two up. And we're dead. So we can gain 2 life up to 9. If we block this, we still take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can kill this. Then block this, we'd take. Okay, we're not dead. They didn't play a land. So I guess maybe they had just have another Coco or something. In which case we are still dead. Alright, well, we're not dead. We're just badly bent, as they say. That's a pretty good, decent draw. So you gain 3 life next turn, and then be able to start blocking this. It really depends on what their redraw hits. Okay, well, block this, go to 1. We need to keep our thing around. EE. Okay, that, so we gain 3 life to 4 here. And we're able to block this and go to 1. I think I just pass. And hope they brick one last turn. If they brick one last turn, I think we'll pull away and actually win this game. It's pretty hard for them to brick 4 draw steps in a row, though. Actually, it's not that hard, because they have so many bad elves in their deck. I say bad elves because yeah, for example, that's a bad elf. That elf doesn't do anything here. Alright, so you and you. And then we're going to kill the other 4 things. The old 4 for 1. We have 6/6 in play. Can't attack though. JK, we can certainly attack now. I guess I could have Abrupt Decay. Maybe we can't attack yet. I don't want to just lose this game to an errant Abrupt Decay, right? So we're gonna kill these. Alright. Guess I'm gonna attack for 12 then? What kills me here? I can't think of anything that kills me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something that kills me, but off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that does. I can't believe we won that game. Holy crap. I'm a fan. Ricky, you were right the entire time. Scavenging Ooze, you're the hero we deserve. I broke my headset again today. This is the 3rd headset I broke in a year. Too fat for headsets. Hey, Nick Dimson. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize if I didn't. I'm a large redneck. Just correct me in chat. Tell me I'm stupid. Call me Mr. Garrison, whatever you want. But I appreciate the follow. Apparently it was 12 minutes ago. I'm not smart enough to have alerts set up, so highly appreciate the old follow though. Man, I was so down because I thought we were dead, but like now my mood's just elevated. And I'm ready to crush face. God, it's amazing how like just stealing a win can absolutely change your mood. We got paired versus elves again. What the hell? No, he hasn't. The worst part about this is he's got an answer for our Dark Confidant. I'm tempted just to take the Dismember and slam Dark Confidant, but can that ever be right? Yeah, I went and watched his stream afterwards. He's a pretty good player. I've watched him before. I didn't recognize his name in game, but like I follow him on Twitter and stuff. So Coco's the best card. Dismember's the card that scares me the most here. Alright, I'm not brave enough to take the Dismember. I really want to, but I'm not brave enough to. Nothing else just kind of like turns off their next play. JK didn't turn off their play because they drew a land, but I assume they're going to cast the Dismember and like either an Elite or a Llanowar Elf. I guess we just cast Biggest Creature then. I hope they don't have another answer to it. Can trade this for the Still Leaf Stompy. I think I'm fine with that, considering I see nothing on the horizon. Well, I see nothing on the horizon in our hand or anything that pumps it higher, so I think that's fine. Well, let's start with this, I guess. Actually, it's not. Let's just start with this. Hold up the Assassin's Trophy in case he's got a Coco. They've drawn pretty well, or pretty poorly considering they had one land. Alright, well, they're not doing anything the rest of this turn, so... Always yield, always yield. Okay, that was a good one. Think we can draw one card here. Oh, I'm just paying 2 life. Whoops, did that in the wrong order. On Moto, you have to tap these first, then you have to pay your costs. I think I'm just going to attack with all of these, except for the Tireless Tracker. And hold up the Assassin's Trophy in case they draw a Lord. Nice. Whew. Can't believe we got paired versus elves twice in a row, though. It just shows you how random Modern really is. Alright, well, I'm going to bring in the same cards. And we'll bring in you, 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 you. consider you, but I definitely want all of these. Cards that I don't want, I guess I can consider you guys as well. If I'm that worried about Coco, like, I should at least take the time to consider the card. I don't think that it's enough for me to want it, but I think I should at least consider it. And we saw the big 5/4 in his build, so it kind of makes me want these Assassin trophies a little bit more. What the hell? I thought I had 2 Grim Flares in this deck. Did one disappear? Or have I just been blind? I really thought there was 2 Grim Flares in this deck. I think my deck ate a Grim Flare. Could have swore there was 2. I think on the draw I'm going to cut the Inquisitions. I don't ever want to draw more than 2, and there's a good chance that I would spend my mana Fatal pushing on turn 1 as opposed to Inquisitioning if I had the choice. Oh, my stomach pains are coming back. Well, I'm not keeping this. It's pretty, though. Alright, I'll keep it. I don't think it's good, but I'm going to keep that, too. What am I going to discard to this? Looks like a Dwindling Elite into a bunch of stuff. Oh, not a Dwindling Elite. Happy days for us. Alright, what do I discard? I think I'm going to discard the Grim Flyer. Oh, sorry about that, yawn. The Lead the Stampede and the Dismember. Well, definitely taking the Lead the Stampede. I'll cast this one this turn. Kinda want to kill this. Playing this and taking it down doesn't seem smart. Oh. Daggered. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Puts us at 5. I don't know the good play here. This casting you and minusing doesn't feel like you really do anything. Kill a 1/1 and prevent 1 point of damage on the following turn. It just doesn't seem like it does anything. I need to try Death Shadow someday. The deck's really good. I'm afraid that I won't manage my life total properly or my sequencing well. So we go down to 7. They have not drawn a bunch of lands this game. They still have a dismember, and they have that. I don't think we have an out. I feel like we're just dead. Scavenging Ooze could still win us this game. Yeah, Scavenging Ooze could definitely win us this game still. It's getting close, but I think we still have a turn to draw an Ooze. Maybe a Callista. They didn't use the Pendlehaven, so does that mean they're going to just drew another Shaman, maybe? No, they drew their own Ooze. Alright, well. I think we're down to only Callista then. Or like some kind of combination card, like a Fatal Push and a blocker, maybe? No, Fatal Push and a blocker wouldn't have been enough. Collective Brutality. Kill you, gain 2, go to 5. We're still dead, yeah. My name is Largoyf. Oh. I'm dead on board. They don't have to do all this. They're pulling like, oh, they're just making my Largoyf or Tarmogoyf smaller. Sure. I'm gonna see if they'll outthink their self. Still dead if all you do is attack. Gave me a spot to where a Fatal Push keeps me alive. I guess if I had a Fatal Push, I would have obviously already used it, but... I like these a little bit more on the play. We get rid of Glim Flare for sure. What else? Let's get rid of one trophy. We'll play first. I see lands and spells. I guess we keep. Lands and spells. Actually, want to shock myself here too. I think. I don't know. I guess I'm never going to need the second green. Probably. My life total does matter. Alright, well, we have an issue. I guess I'm just going to escalate away the only other spell we can currently cast. I'll make sure I clicked that right. I'm pretty sure I did. It's top or top mid, right? Getting a little bit, but still just need to know so much more. Oh, they have a very solid hand, but it's a very slow hand without lands. So if we draw our land for this, we're good to go. We did not draw our land for that. think I fatal push. We know the 2 cards in our hand, so we know this card does nothing on the following turn, so let's just go ahead and kill this one. Says modern. We're definitely playing green-black. Alright. Pass back here. I'm going to try to hold this Abrupt Decay because our Liliana kills this anyway. Alright, they got mana screwed this game. We have another Liliana, a Dark Confidant, a Tireless Tracker. We basically have everything now, and our opponent doesn't really even have lands, so this is pretty sweet for us. Have multiple Planeswalkers going now. They might concede to this one. Yeah. Alright, well, we beat 2 elf decks in a row. Confirmed black-green smash elf. What are you playing, Popper? Are you still playing that Delver stuff, or did you build something else? I know you borrow decks, but you were borrowing Delver, so. Round 3. We gotta win 1 out of the next 2 to acquire a pity chest. Ooh, this guy typically plays Amulet. He's one of those quote-unquote Amulet geniuses. Blue-black Delver tonight. It's a pretty good deck. He's a really good player. Can't keep this hand either way, but yeah, foil is definitely sweet. I sold some foils on eBay today. They were cheaper than I expected, but still a nice little sell. Alright, well, we have to mulligan here. Alright, I'll keep this hand, but it's not great. Actually, I think I want to keep this too. No, I guess I'm not going to keep that based on assuming that we know what. Oh, alright, well, he's playing Death Shadow then? If I'd had an untapped black source in my hand, I would have definitely kept Confidant, but the greed of wanting to attempt to get this Inquisition made me mulligan, so I'm probably wrong. What's the counter of blue-black Delver? I don't know the format well enough to know what the counter is. Yeah, well, we would have got there. A grindy red-black deck? I honestly didn't know those existed. I guess I'll just go ahead and play this. We don't have a discard spell anyway. There's a good chance this gets fatal pushed. It can't be lightning bolted though. If it could be lightning bolted, I wouldn't have played, but the way that works is it becomes a 4 before it dies. And I'd rather him use a dismember or fatal push on this than have a chance to kill the tracker. Huh, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know that. I think the one that I want to try streaming, I want to try the Janus Stone red-white deck. Janus Stone, I don't know. Like, Janus Stone consistently X2s the challenges or better. Top 8's multiple. It's so different than the other red-white decks I've tried. Like, there's a very good chance that this just dies. They're probably debating between a removal spell and this. We have so many removal spells though that I'm not worried about their life total, I'm just attacking. They have so many discard spells, I'm going to go ahead and play this into a removal. I've not read all the spoiler, but so far I like the Rakdos deck and I like the Nexus decks. I think the red deck wins with the Light Splash is going to be very good too. I like all the Rhythm of the Wild decks I've saw. Please don't kill our friend. Just cast a Gurmag Angler and go away. That was not casting a Gurmag Angler and going away. Guess I would rather discard this one. I don't want to give them a land if I don't have to. Oh, I've not saw their list. Do you have a link to their list? I'd like to see how different it is than mine. Yeah, you can do a lot of things with Rhythm of the Wilds. The card is decent. Alright, well this is disappointing. I do not want to turn 3 a friggin' Domri if I'm turn 2ing a Wild. I want to turn 3 something sweet. Like a Rekindling Phoenix, just get them for 4. Hasty. This is kind of odd. He set us up in a manner that I can kill both of these. What removal spell's better? He knows we have this. Guess this one uses the mana slightly better. I'd rather just have the instant. Probably punted this game. If I kept the more versatile one, I would still have a Liliana. So I believe that was a play mistake by me. And I feel like I won't make that mistake again, maybe? Oh yeah, Dark Confidant, definitely a good draw. Oh wow, our opponent knocked it out of the ballpark by top decking a Fatal Push. Oh, Grixis Shadow sideboarding. What is good here? Can I feel like Choke's good here? Sorry, there's something in my eye. I'll be with you in a moment. It's burning so bad. It's actually quite crushing me. Anyway, try the sideboard, I guess. That doesn't do anything. The spell bomb does some things. They're a pretty graveyard reliant deck. I think the games get to top deck wars a decent amount too. I don't think I want two of them though. I think I'm gonna get rid of this Grim Flare for sure. I kind of want to try the chokes. I think they only have like 3 sources of lands if we take the chokes, but probably not right. I'll try them on the play. I don't think I want them on the draw. We have enough removal spell that we don't need that. Have to mulligan. Guess we keep. It's not great. Definitely gonna put that on the bottom. We're gonna need some kind of removal. Unfortunate. Yeah, I just didn't think it was as good on the draw as the play. Figured on the play they'd already have their thing out usually. Alright, well I'm gonna start with this before I just slam my thread into a fatal push. We're definitely gonna take that one. They have clean answers to my next 2 threats though. They play that. Am I supposed to just play these threats anyway? Kinda just want to play the threats anyway. I feel like we have to wade through them. We've already drawn 2 of our 6 discard spells. Snapcaster Visions, not happy about that. Like, I don't want them having those spells whenever we draw a Tireless Tracker. Also should have played a Marsh Flats this turn instead, because it protects more versus a Liliana Takedown, but by still giving us a way to trigger a Tireless Tracker if we happen to draw it. Just gonna attack, I think. It's worse versus Shadow, but we have so many answers to Shadow and they don't even have a Shadow yet. So trying to get the game over with feels decent. Alright, well, we are... Oh wow, he didn't get an answer for the Tarmogoyf. That's super bad for us, because that means he has to have a answer. Oh, he can't answer it anymore. He doesn't have an answer. I didn't realize we got up to the magic number 6. It's kind of interesting, though. Like, he could have blocked and used a thing. He's got a lightning bolt. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Verdant Catacomb, but I'm definitely not sacking the Catacomb. They should target themselves and then have the Blood Moon or the Bloodstained Mire back up to like find a different card if they don't like what they see. Well, goodbye, Confidant. We have a lot of good draws. Just gonna take 5. I don't think it's worth double blocking because they hit a removal spell or SOL. Maybe that's wrong. I guess if they'd hit a removal spell, they'd have attacked with these two, right? No, there's no instant in the graveyard. Never mind, ignore that. But we have to double block now. If we just die, we die. There's nothing we can do about it. We can't block this one because they can sack this for 3. Did they target me with that? Huh. Again, I can't really block here and I can't really beat anything, so I'm just going to attack. We'll let our treetop village do our blocking. We need to wade through these anyway to make our Liliana's better draws. I actively thought this game was over a while ago and I'm shocked that it wasn't. I'm gonna assume we're dead. If they're attacking with a Snapcaster Mage, that or they drew like another shadow. Or maybe they just drew another counterspell. I have nothing. Hey Matt, what's up? Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the new set myself. Alright, well, we need a very strong draw. Very strong draw, you can do it. It's kind of a decent draw, but I wouldn't call it a strong draw. But we can't trade. He has these. I feel like they have Teamer Battle Rage. Mm. Let's check our deck list real quick and see if we have another basic forest. We do. Just wanted to make sure they had another. Yeah, they have the Battle Rage, and we're dead. Oh, never mind, they don't have the Battle Rage. I don't know why that made me think they had the Battle Rage. Well, we have to use this. No options. If they have the 4th Snapcaster Mage, we're dead. If they had the 4th Snapcaster Mage, we were already dead. But go ahead and play the Verdant Catacomb because we've saw Liliana's in their deck. And having it in play gets us a Tireless Tracker trigger no matter what. There's a big boy. I think I'm going to hold that one and hope that we can block with our little boy. It's a Lightning Bolt and GG. I thought we were ahead that game. Well, the way this game played out, do I think choke helps? I guess choke really affects Snapcaster Mage shenanigans. Maybe Fulminator Mage is just better than choke. Fulminator Mage is a card that can block and kill a land. Block and kill a land. I can see all of these being useful. Whatever the hell this is in my eye is still in my eye, by the way. I kind of want to remove the discard spells. Like, there's such bad top decks in the late game. Kind of want you to. I don't know what I would take out for you, though. That's the problem with you. I guess we'll just leave one Liliana in. I like the Kitchen Finks because it can block twice. We have so many answers for things in our deck that just getting extra turns seems like it's pretty relevant. Alright, I'm going to keep this hand. We're pretty good versus Shadow itself. We're pretty bad versus Gurmag Angler. This hand's like marginally kind of weak, but I just don't think it's the type of hand you can mulligan. And I don't want a mulligan versus a discard deck to begin with. So maybe I'm a little biased. Maybe this wasn't a keep. Can't get whatever this is out of my eye. It's making it very hard to watch my basketball game while I play. Oh, they mulligan, so. Sure. I don't want to draw a land, so I guess I don't want to Finn. I don't really want to take the life points either, and I know I'm going to cast Dark Confidant. Yeah, will we draw a third land or not? That's going to be an important part of this game. Like how they tapped that for black first. Oh wow. Some percentage chance that we get to draw a card with this Confidant. JK. No drawy. Well, we got there anyway, in a manner. Our hand's still, like, pretty bad, but at least we can cast our spells if we top deck them. And they're really just churning through their deck like butter. No counterspell, please? We have mono good three casting cost spells. Leave our Liliana alone. Yay. They hit their blood crypt. That's something to make note about. We can currently kill all creatures that they would play. We need to draw another choke. That would be Gucci. Hmm. What are they going to do here? Thoughtseize? They target Thought Scour themselves. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what the right play is now. I guess I just want to protect my Liliana. We can tick down with the Liliana next turn. If we need to. They have double threat. This could be bad. So far, they don't have single threat. It's kind of interesting. Like, I don't want to discard that, so what do we do? I guess we just play this and pass. And assume they're going to kill this. If they're going through 30 cards, they have to have a removal at this point, and we see none in the graveyard, so. Alright, well, this is what we wanted. We know that this is probably very likely to die, but we at least get a card back now. This card is Serum Visions. How strong is their hand that they didn't need the Serum Visions? It's got to be another Snapcaster Mage to start. So they're very likely going to like Snapcaster Mage Bolt Tireless Tracker. Then they're going to have protection for their big boy that they're going to play. When they've gone through 30 cards, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Surprising to me that it took so long to come to this decision, though. Oh wow, they're killing the Liliana instead. I guess that also works because now they give me the opportunity to trade. I think I would trade. Trading seems better than letting them get a 3 Gurmag in play. Unless they got lucky and hit a removal spell with a thing. I don't know. Tireless Tracker is like kind of our best card, but they chose that it wasn't. They're more worried about the Liliana. Maybe they drew a Colligan. Maybe they drew a Colligan's Command. A Colligan's Command makes sense in a spot like that. Both of us discard a card here. Target them. Draw our card. It's another Liliana, which is pretty sweet. but not great. Alright, we're gonna need a way to kill this. Alright, let's kill the Snapcaster Mage. And have a blocker at least. How good would a choke be? They get Gurmag back? Oh no, they got their own Liliana. We can attack their Liliana though, so that's kind of nice. I guess there's no reason to attack their Liliana. We just draw an answer. This game's wild. Alright, we have an answer to their first creature. So they're at quote unquote 2 life. I think that locks it up. Go ahead and let them get a basic. Nobody cares. We want to keep our Liliana for being able to kill their next threat. And then we just want a treetop twice. It doesn't lock it up because they can have a removal for the treetop, but I mean, it's obviously a good draw for us. Gives them very few outs now. Actually, they can't even draw a removal spell because we get to tick up Liliana beforehand. I just thought about that. So yeah, they can't even draw a removal spell there. So that did lock it up. No. They could have had Snapcaster Mage. But we knew that we'd already gotten rid of, I thought 3 Snapcaster Mages, but I'm only seeing 2. Oh. The Culligan's command got the 1 back. Okay. Yeah, that's why I saw 3. Oh, they had a Jason Mind Sculptor in their deck. Interesting. That was a hell of a grind. Anyway, Pity Chest Online. We've played the maximum number of matches, or games so far this event. We've played all 3 games, all 4 rounds. we fought hard for that Pity Chest. As they say in the wrestling business, it's been a slobber knocker. I think that's what that means. I've heard old Jim Ross say that before. I probably just said something racist and don't even know. I apologize if I did. I'm quoting the WWE, which I don't even watch. Alright, this hand's great. Greatness is to be had. Alright, so... What? What? It's hard enough for us to beat one of these. Alright, fine. I guess I could have took the opt. I'm just going to put the big one in play and start bashing. So they got rid of that. Oh, they're not going to opt this turn. I'll play you. Gonna make you sack that thing. Let's start with this. They're going to get rid of the Arclight, I think. Bluff called. Think it's kind of hard for them to cast 4 this turn, but it's not impossible. They have a couple Manamorphoses they can do it, but if they've drawn any land, I think it's going to be real rough. We know they missed a land last turn. Or sorry, unless they draw land, it's going to be rough. We do know they missed a land last turn, though. Alright. So that's at least 3 spells they can play. They get to 4 spells, this is going to be hard. Alright. Any gut shot will probably do it at this point. I thought about just Assassin and Trophy the thing in the ass, but like I knew the Phoenix would come back. I didn't know the thing in the ass would flip. I assumed that it was likely that the thing in the ass would flip, or that it was likely that the Phoenix would come back. Or I assumed it was likely, but it wasn't guaranteed. It's still not technically guaranteed. Between gut shots and faithless lootings and lightning bolts, though, I'm going to assume it's happening. They also could have hit a land with those 2 draw steps. Really want this to come into play tapped. It did not come into play tapped. So that means we lose Liliana too. And we're in pretty bad shape here unless we draw exactly land. If we draw exactly land, we're still okay. That's not exactly land. Alright, we're really far behind now. They've not had a very good draw either. Maybe I messed up the turn that I played the Tarmogoyf, and I should have just held up Assassin's Trophy. Maybe we lost the game there, if we lose. Maybe I should have just ignored the Phoenix as well. This would have been a good draw last turn. Think it's too slow now. So we need to draw an answer to this, and would like to draw land to play this as well. We did not. Maybe they'll block? They don't block, we get to scoop. Alright, well that's game. Maybe there's some chance they play around us having an instant speed removal spell. We just had an Assassin's Trophy now, they might not want to tap everything. Problem is, they're definitely going to attack with the Crackling Drake, and the Crackling Drake alone kills us. So how are we going to sideboard here? We're going to bring in the Cages and the Spell Bomb. We're going to bring in the Chokes. I'm not going to bring in the Mages. Might bring in the Explosives. I don't think I'm going to bring in Callista either. Yep, like I said, they guaranteed attacking with that one anyway, but there's some chance they didn't, so. Alright, so I definitely want you, I definitely want you, I definitely want you. I don't want you, I don't want you. Don't want you for sure. Don't want you for sure. I think I want you and you. What don't I want? The Last Hope doesn't feel good here. Lilianas are okay. Anything that can kill a thing in the ass seems okay. Dark Confidants are question marks because I don't want them getting free value off of a gut shot. You're kind of a question mark too. Think I'm gonna go with this. Sideboarding out Confidant feels odd. I think this hand's good enough to keep. It's not great, but we have our lands. We have a threat. We have a Liliana. And because he played 2 spells, he can't Lightning Bolt this, so we can actually cast Tarmogoyf on 2, which is nice. I think I'd rather get a Forest out of my deck and Finn just a little bit. Alright, well, we've had a good opener. They might not have another land. JK, they had another land. I'm gonna remove this stop. I guess that's fine. We just use this and not draw the card. Oh, I messed up. I should have done that in response. My Tarmogoyf's going to be 1 smaller because of that error. Like, it's still fine, but it is going to be 1 smaller. It should be at 12 right now had I not punted. Let's start with this. Make sure they don't have a counter spell for the Liliana. And they don't. Think you're the better of those 2 cards. So they'd be at 2 life right now had I not punted. I don't think 2 life and 3 life is a difference. And between the Assassin's Trophy in our hand, I'm not sure that they really have outs out of this without getting some insane, like, triple Phoenix draw or just some, like, crazy ridiculousness. I've never played Jund, so I don't really know, but personally, I think the Bloodbraid Elf's power level's probably better than the slightly more consistent mana base of this deck. Just realized we don't even have Field of Runes in this deck. This list is kind of odd. Or we've not drawn one tonight. There's no Field of Runes this 75. I'm just now noticing that. 14 matches later, I realize a common card in this archetype's not in my deck. I wonder why. I think I'm going to run it back. I don't think I'm going to change anything from the play to the draw. It all comes down to this. This is for the 4-1 tacos. This round 5, game 3 for the 4-1. I think this is a rough match. We have a very good draw. I think we have to keep. I'm just gonna get a forest here. Yeah, I agree, James. That's when you asked that question, I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, that's weird. Like this feels very weird. Now I'm confused. So this is uncounterable, right? So we don't have to use this right now. Luckily, we've not got paired versus any matches tonight where we needed it. Hmm. This is odd. I really, really want to choke this turn. But if I choke this turn, we're potentially taking 14. I think that's too much. I think I just have to not choke. Ooh, that was kind of the perfect draw, wasn't it? I do choke every stream. You're not wrong. Alright, well, we have a Fatal Push for that. We still have a Spell Bomb to stop Phoenixes. I guess he's going to braid this. Might as well use it. Actually, is there any reason to use it? Just keeping my Tarmogoyf bigger is probably better, Vin, right? Yeah, just keeping my Tarmogoyf bigger is probably better if I'm not able to get any value from it. I used to play Commander all the time, but they took the Commander challenges away, so I've not really played Commander since then. I'm gonna get the Swamp. Shut off their mana the best we can. Kill this before they can like Manamorphose or do some weirdness. One of the problems with playing Commander locally here is our Commander group locally is very competitive. Like, it's very tryhardy. I'm going to hold this one in case we draw a Tireless Tracker. So, like, you kind of have to try to beat people. But online, I only played the challenges, which they're pretty fun. I miss them. There's a Crackling Drake. Faithless Looting's going to put some number of Phoenixes in this graveyard. Just one? If it's just one, I think we're just going to take 3. And then untap and pulse it. How many lands do the Phoenix list, or how many mountains do the Phoenix list currently play, typically? Play like 2 or 3? I'm guessing 2's common. They've already hit the other mountain. Don't want them to get all the uses out of this, so I'm thinking about Assassin's Trophying it. It'll shut them off a consistent blue, I think. They get an untapped island for one turn if they have a third island, but I assume they're only going to have one or two. They had the third. That's fine too. This isn't going particularly well for us. We need to draw a way to end the game. That's not really a way to end the game because they'll have a red answer for it in most situations. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of cards like that. They're all pretty sweet. I am thinking about building a Kess Storm deck in paper, but this game's going to be close. It's going to come down to the wire, and it'll depend on how many more Phoenixes they can find and how quickly. We could just draw a Scavenging Ooze or a Nihil Spellbomb and we'd probably win. Alright, well, let's start with this. Let's see what's going on over there. All the red cards. Well, we don't care about Thing in the Ass at all. And I guess we take the Lightning Accent. They really need to draw Manamorphose. Horrible person to play with, too. Most of the people here just try to win the game on turn 2 or 3 with combos. I'm going to be building a Kess Storm deck, the Dissident Mage, pretty soon. I've picked up most of the pieces. I still don't have a Grim Tutor, which is a bit of a problem, but alright, if they don't, I guess they could draw any blue source, but it has to basically be a Steam Vent or a fetch land, so that means it's pretty likely. Oh, they hit the second Arclight Phoenix, that means they're ahead in the race. Oh, they didn't have the land. They did not have the land. That's sick. They're just done. Nice, 4-1. They didn't hit the land. Yay! We did it! I'm so excited. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong tab. We are the champions. Yeah, but fun is a relative term, right, Dung? Like, some people like comboing and doing just broken and wild things, while other people like playing like bigger, like they want to play their Zakama decks or whatever. Like, it's completely relative. Different people like different things. So, just cause like winning on turn 2 or 3 is not fun for you doesn't mean it's not fun for someone else. I used to play in 1v1 Commander the Narset Infinite Turn deck. Like, obviously that's not fun for my opponent, but for some reason I just get a thrill out of taking infinite turns. It's something I've always enjoyed doing, like way back when I first started playing Magic. It's like nostalgic to me. Well, not when I first started playing Magic, but you know what I'm talking about. Like back in the when Tempest come out and you were like starting to do Vos decks, and then all of a sudden Walk the Eons got printed and stuff. But with their own deck. I sold a bunch of pre-release Gaunties recently. I gotta post some more pre-release foils. The card's been selling pretty good recently. I know one of the finance podcasts I listen to, a dude has his he has an unsleeved Gaunty Commander deck, and he tries to put like expensive versions of the cards in, and like they're all mangled, and it's cool to him. To me, every time I see him put like a black bordered Soul Ring on the table with all sorts of white on the back of it without a sleeve, my heart starts pitter pattering. I'm like, no, I can't handle that. Anyway, this was a pretty sweet deck. We 4-1'd with it today, which was kind of cool. We lost round 1 to something. Oh, the Eldrazi deck with Elder Deep Fiend in it. Game 3, he drew triple Deep Fiend, but like I don't feel like that's a particularly good match. I feel like they just kind of smash us. But yeah. Yeah, blue-black Eldrazi. There you go, Blitz. I never saw a black card other than Dismember, but I did see Underground Rivers, so I guess it's blue-black. I didn't see any black cards, though. He played Thought Not Seer, Matter Reshaper, or Matter Shaper, Reality Smasher, Elder Deep Fiend, Serum Visions, Dismember. Was that it? That could have been it. He played the 3-drop, the 4-drop, the 5-drop, the 8-drop. Serum Visions, Dismember. I don't know if I noticed another card. He might have played something else that was inconsequential that I didn't really pay attention to. He did not. I don't know if he had it in the deck. He did not cast it. Oh, it won the NRG tournament last week. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to have to go look at it. His name was Mr. Gando. I played versus it before. It seemed like it had all the cards that I saw before. I don't think he played anything else. I don't have that good of a memory, though, so he easily could have played something else. Nah, he didn't play anything else that game. Just the 3, the 4, the 5, the 8, and Serum. And he played Dismembers in other games. I never knew they were broke. So I can't tell you when they fixed them. I never knew they were broke. It seems like a pretty cool deck. When the next time he played Eldrazi Spawner too. I guess I forgot a card. The next time that I stream Modern, which might not be for a while since the Standard is getting released tomorrow on Arena, and we'll probably be playtesting quite a bit of the new Standard. I might try that Eldrazi deck because it looks pretty sweet. Yeah, I think Eldrazi Spawner was the only card I forgot. Oh, they had Chalice of the Void in their main deck, but they never cast it. They just let it sit in their hand the entire game. But I never saw a black card other than Dismember. So I can't tell you if it's that build or not. They beat me pretty soundly though. Like the games weren't close. Like the Elder Deep Fiend is a hard card to beat. Like that card or that card um, is like just such a threat. It's like really nice. But anyway, so somebody had requested this deck, which is why we played it. I'm going to go ahead and hop offline. Remember, For anybody, I'm part of the sponsored streamer preview event or whatever that I don't know what it's called. That's tomorrow. That like hundreds of streamers got, or whatever. So there's a link to my Twitter down below. If there's any brews or whatever you want to see get played, just send me your list. And if I don't get flooded by like 100 of them or whatever, I'm using that as a hyperbolic name. Basically saying if we have time, we'll play it. I plan on playing a bunch of different lists for several hours. The only list I've brewed so far, or brown. I don't know the correct tensing of that word. But anyway, I've brewed a Rakdos deck, a Green Red Monsters deck, a Green Red Aggro deck, a Bant Nexus deck, and then somebody, and when I say somebody, I'm blanking on names. Matthew gave us a Gates list that we're going to try. Apparently, I missed Matthew saying all of these words. I didn't mean to ignore him. I just quite literally did not notice that. But yeah, we're going to. So we're going to at least try those lists. And one of my friends told me they were working on a Jund Midrange list. We'll try that as well. But those are the only lists I've been given so far. So. But anyway, we're going to hop offline. Thank you so much again for the follow, Nick. Thank you for the sub, Anarif. And thank you for everybody watching. If you like what you saw, click my link to the YouTube below where we post all of our past broadcasts. And it's free to follow YouTubes and all that. This was day 556 in a row we've streamed and don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Take care, everybody, and thank you.